The Awareness Foundation was established in 2003 by the Reverend Nadim Nassar, the only Syrian-born priest in the Church of England, Bishop Michael Marshall, then rector of Holy Trinity Sloane Square, and Charles Longbottom, former MP for York and a leading light in the British shipbuilding industry.
At the heart of the Awareness Foundation lie 4 complementary goals. They are to equip Christians everywhere to form an effective counterforce to the intolerance and mistrust that now prevail in so many communities, to build understanding between the faiths, to support the Christian presence in the Middle East, particularly in Syria and Iraq, and to build understanding between the Middle East and the West. These have been the goals of the Foundation since it began, and they remain our goals today.
Since the start of the conflict in Syria, almost 1 million people have died, a number equal to the entire population of Birmingham, and half the population of Syria have lost their homes. In the Middle East, the fires of sectarianism, of fanaticism and fundamentalism are still burning fiercely. Thanks to globalization's gift of instantaneous communication, the embers of this fire are settling all around the world. In both cases, the Awareness Foundation is there, peacemaking in the Middle East and strengthening community bonds in the West.
We work in the Middle East to help the Christians of Syria and Iraq become ambassadors for peace and reconciliation in their own communities, even in the midst of warfare and sectarian hatred. How do we achieve this?
Our youth education programme, Ambassadors for Peace, is aimed at young Christian men and women and is held in areas of relative safety such as Latakia in Syria and Duhok and Erbil in Iraqi Kurdistan. Through this programme, we have already taught over 400 young people to be leaders, showing them how to handle conflict, how to transform and empower their communities, and how to build bridges with other faiths to promote peace and understanding. Here we see young ambassadors for peace in Iraq celebrating Peace Day. The second phase of this project has already begun in Latakia. In October 2016, our first advocacy training programme took place. The young people learned about citizenship and democracy and then entered into their own democratic process, choosing from their peers to elect 14 ambassadors for peace. Each candidate proposed a peacemaking project, and the young people then voted on which projects should become reality. The top projects will be worked on by all ambassadors for peace to build harmony and to encourage reconciliation in their communities.
Little Heroes is our programme for Christian children aged 6 to 12 across Syria. In 2015, we helped 200 children. This year, we helped over 1,000, thanks to the generosity of many of our supporters around the world. We work with the children on values such as love and tolerance and the importance of each and every child. And we work hard to boost the children's self-confidence and sense of worth through the message that each one is a little hero who can strive for a better life. The children begin to laugh again, to trust each other and to make new friendships. Every Little Heroes programme brings love, trust, hope and joy back into the children's lives once again, so that they can face the world with confidence and hope. We believe that our little heroes are the seeds of the future Syria, young peacemakers who will play their own unique role in building a new peace in their community and in the Middle East.
Outside the Middle East, our goal is to help Christians live their faiths fully and faithfully in our diverse globalized world. Through education, we enable Christians to live out an authentic and confident faith and to create relationships of respect and understanding with those of other faiths.
One of our key educational tools in the West is the Awareness Forum. Through the forum, we host special events to bring together opinion leaders for conferences, roundtables and lectures. Through the Awareness Forum, we have held 3 major international conferences, in 2004 in London, in 2007 in Aleppo, and in Southwark in 2012. Following our mission to build understanding between the West and the Middle East, each conference has brought together Christian leaders from both regions to discuss the challenges facing Christians today and to formulate an action plan for the future.
This work is carried on through Facing Faith, which brings together community and faith leaders from different religions and cultures to discuss how to promote better understanding and respect within their own communities in cities and towns around Great Britain. This year, Facing Faith took place in partnership with the Anglican Diocese of Blackburn and Lancashire Council of Mosques. Another way we spread our message is through our work with Christian denominations. Over the last year, we have worked extensively with the Anglican Diocese of Salisbury, meeting every member of their clergy numbering several hundred, to help them to prepare local responses to fundamentalism and fanaticism.
Our second key educational tool is PAX, a free-to-view online video channel. PAX is Latin for peace. Our videos will deliver high-quality and stimulating commentary on life from a faith perspective. The videos will demonstrate the ways in which faith impacts all areas of life and how it should be a force for good, both for individuals and for the wider community. PAX will demonstrate an authentic Christianity that celebrates diversity and works to build peace through respect and understanding. Another goal is to combat the increasing alienation of young people from faith. Our vision is to provide a compelling counter-narrative of peace and understanding to the influence of anti-religious secularism as well as extremist agendas. PAX will challenge its audience to become more informed, more tolerant and less apathetic concerning matters of faith.
In addition, we have many very active friends in North America and in Hong Kong. Our friends in the United States and Canada are working hard to spread our message and to help raise funds. At the end of 2015, Nadim visited Toronto and San Francisco to teach, speak and raise awareness of our mission and vision. In March this year, Nadim returned to the United States. Over 18 hectic days, he spoke and taught at churches in Lansing, Michigan, Chicago, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, Atlanta, Georgia, and Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In Grand Rapids, Michigan, Nadim spoke at the LifeLink USA Leaders Conference on the subject of courageous leadership in difficult times. In Hong Kong, we are blessed to have so many friends and supporters. In November, Nadim and Huda gave a series of talks on our work, especially in the Middle East, and Nadim preached at St. John's Cathedral and at St. Stephen's Chapel in Stanley. They also led Speak Out, our awareness course workshop on how to articulate your faith and why. Huda gave a special presentation on our work in the Middle East to the clergy of the Anglican province, the Hong Kong Sheng Kung Hui.
Unusually for a Christian charity, we work widely in the field of interfaith relations. We provide many faith and interfaith organisations in the UK with an authentic understanding of Christianity that is both accessible and clear. For example, earlier this month the Reverend Nadim Nassar took part in an interfaith delegation to Paris and Rouen. This was to commemorate the first anniversary of the appalling terrorist atrocities that occurred there. We believe that sharing knowledge, experience and insight is vital to the strengthening of all our communities and developing lasting peace.
Our journey over the last 13 years would not have been possible without the tremendous support of so many people. Our trustees have been at the heart of everything we do, offering guidance and encouragement. Our patrons have provided us with unique opportunities and assistance on so many occasions. Our donors have given us much needed resources, enabling us not just to exist, but to thrive and change lives. We have a small army of wonderful volunteers, each of whom has helped us through giving up time and energy. They are all true assets to the Foundation, and we are incredibly grateful to them for all they do for us.
Thank you all for coming tonight to our gala dinner and for supporting the Awareness Foundation. We have already accomplished so much, and with your help we can do so much more in the years ahead.